we're uncovering the story of the 2005 D-Mint Mark $quarter coin. This coin not only has a rich history, but also holds potential value that could surprise you. So, let's get started. The 2005 D $quarter is part of the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999. This initiative celebrated each state in the United States by issuing a series of quarters featuring designs representative of each state. In 2005, we saw the release of 5 new designs, with the Denver Mint producing the quarters marked with the D Mint mark. Among the 5 designs released in 2005, we have the North Dakota quarter featuring a bison, the South Carolina quarter showcasing a palmetto tree and the Carolina wren, the Michigan quarter depicting the Great Lakes, the Florida quarter with a depiction of the orange blossom, and the California quarter displaying a grizzly bear. Each design reflects the unique heritage and culture of its respective state. Like all quarters, the 2005 D quarter features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the front. The reverse side varies by state, showcasing distinct designs that celebrate the spirit of the states they represent. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel clad, weighing 5.67 grams, with a diameter of 24.26 millimeters. Now let's talk value. While the 2005 D Mint Mark quarter isn't one of the most common coins collectors seek, certain variations and conditions can fetch impressive prices. For example, if you come across a 2005 D quarter in uncirculated condition or one that has errors, like a double die or off-center strike, it could be worth much more than its face value. Recently, examples of these error coins have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity and demand. Always remember to get your coins appraised by a professional to determine their true market value. Understand the different types of quarters and their values. Always check the condition of your coins. Higher grades mean higher value. Keep an eye out for coins with minting errors, as these can be very valuable. To wrap up, the 2005 D Mint Mark $quarter coin tells a unique story of American culture while holding potential for significant value, especially for the right collectors. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coin collecting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting content. We're talking about the 2008 P Mint Mark $quarter coin, a coin that's not just part of US history, but can also be worth millions of dollars under the right circumstances. Intrigued? Stay tuned to learn all about its history, rare features, and why collectors are paying top dollar for it. Let's get started. The 2008 P Mint Mark $quarter is part of the state quarters program, which started in 1999 and ended in 2008. This program was launched by the U.S. Mint to celebrate all 50 states, plus Washington, D.C. and U.S. territories, by featuring a unique design for each one on the reverse side of the quarter. The 2008 quarters wrapped up this historic run, representing the final states and territories. Specifically, 2008 quarters feature 5 states: Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, Alaska, and Hawaii. But today, we're focusing on those coins minted in Philadelphia, which have the P Mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these coins, but only a select few have turned out to be worth millions due to their rarity and condition. So, what makes the 2008 P Mint Mark quarter so special? Well, like many other collectible coins, the value of these quarters can skyrocket due to factors like minting errors, low circulation, and the coin's overall condition. In particular, error coins from the 2008 Philadelphia batch can be incredibly valuable. One of the most sought-after varieties of the 2008 P quarter is the double die error. This occurs when the design on the coin is mistakenly doubled during the minting process, resulting in some areas looking blurry or stretched. Collectors will pay thousands, even millions, for a rare error like this in pristine condition. If you have a 2008 P Mint Mark quarter, there are a few things you should look out for to see if it might be one of the rare and valuable ones. First, check the condition. Uncirculated or near-perfect quarters are much more valuable. Then, inspect for any errors such as doubling on the letters, numbers, or design elements, or even off-center strikes. Coins graded as MS65 or higher, which means they are in nearly flawless, mint state condition, can fetch serious money. And if your coin has a rare minting error, you're in for a potential jackpot. You might be wondering, can a 2008 P quarter really be worth millions? Well, under the right conditions, yes. If your quarter is a high-grade, rare error coin in perfect condition, it could attract the attention of serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. Some rare error quarters have sold for hundreds of thousands or even over $1 million at auctions. Remember, rarity and condition are the key factors here. Not every 2008 P quarter is going to be worth millions, but if you have a rare gem, it could definitely pay off big. If you're serious about coin collecting, it's important to protect your coins from wear and tear. Always handle them carefully by the edges. Store them in protective cases, and avoid cleaning them. Cleaning can actually lower their value. And if you think you have a valuable 2008 P quarter, consider having it professionally graded by a service like pcgs or NGC. They'll certify the condition of your coin and give it an official grade, which can significantly boost its market value. So there you have it. The 2008 P Mint Mark quarter might seem like an ordinary coin, but under the right circumstances, it could be worth millions. Keep an eye out for those rare errors and mint conditions, and who knows, you might just have a fortune in your pocket. We're uncovering the secrets of the 2002 P Washington quarter, its history, unique details, and how some of these coins could be worth a fortune. The 2002 P Mint Mark quarter dollar was part of the highly popular state quarters program, which began in 1999 and continued through 2008. The year 2002 featured 5 different designs honoring the states of Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, and Mississippi. These quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P Mint mark on the coin. These state quarters were eagerly collected by millions, but little did many people know, some 2002 P Mint mark quarters have become incredibly valuable due to their unique characteristics. So why would a coin minted in the billions be worth millions today? It all comes down to a few rare varieties and errors that collectors hunt for. One of the main factors behind the astronomical value of certain 2002 P quarters are minting errors like double strikes, off-center strikes, and even coins struck on the wrong planchet. These rare mistakes from the mint can increase the value of the coin exponentially. Another key to their value lies in the condition. Quarters found in mint state or with a high professional coin grading service, pcgs, grade, especially MS 65 or above, can attract the attention of collectors willing to pay top dollar. So, what's the potential value of one of these rare 2002 P quarter dollars? While the majority of these coins in circulation are worth their face value, certain error varieties and top-graded coins have fetched hundreds of thousands of dollars at auctions, and in extremely rare cases, even millions. For example, in 2021, a rare mint error on a 2002 P state quarter was auctioned for over $150,000. And with coin values continuing to rise, who knows what the next high-grade or error-struck 2002 P quarter could sell for? So, how do you know if you've got a valuable 2002 P quarter in your pocket? Start by looking for minting errors like off-center strikes, double strikes, or any oddities in the coin's design. Next, consider the coin's condition. Is it shiny, pristine, and free of scratches or dings? A high grade could mean big money. You can also have your coin professionally graded by pcgs or NGC to confirm its value. If you think you've found a rare 2002 P quarter, getting it authenticated is key to maximizing its value. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, the 2002 P quarter is a perfect reminder that hidden treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. You could be holding onto a coin worth millions of dollars without even knowing it. So, check your pockets, check your change, and who knows, you might just become the next lucky owner of $1 million coin. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more coin tips and treasures you can find. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1999 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. You won't believe the history behind this coin and why some examples have sold for millions of dollars. So, if you've got one of these in your pocket or collection, stay tuned because it could change your life. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1999 P Washington quarter is part of the 50-state quarters program, a series of commemorative coins that were issued between 1999 and 2008. The program aimed to honor each U.S. state with a unique reverse design. The 1999 release was particularly exciting as it was the inaugural year of the program. The coins minted in Philadelphia bore the P Mint mark, indicating their origin. Each year, several state designs were released, and in 1999 we had the quarters for Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. Now, let's get into why these quarters have captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Although the 1999 P quarters were mass-produced, over 1 billion coins were struck. The real magic lies in their varieties. In particular, some 1999 P quarters feature striking errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, and improperly aligned mint marks. These rare mistakes can dramatically increase the value of a coin. However, there's an even more intriguing variety that could fetch you a fortune: the experimental planchet errors. During the minting process in 1999, the U.S. Mint experimented with different metal compositions. A handful of 1999 P quarters were mistakenly struck on planchets meant for foreign coins or other special mint issues. These experimental quarters can be worth astronomical amounts, sometimes reaching hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars at auctions. One of the most famous examples of a 1999 P quarter that sold for a jaw-dropping price was discovered in 2005. This quarter, struck on an experimental copper-nickel planchet, was auctioned for a staggering $1.3 million. What made this coin so valuable was its rarity, uniqueness, and pristine condition. In 2023, another rare 1999 P quarter with a striking error fetched nearly $500,000 at auction, once again proving that even modern coins can command life-changing sums. Look for off-center designs, double images, or misaligned mint marks. Examine the metal composition. If the coin looks different than your standard quarter, it could be an experimental planchet error. Coins in mint state or proof-like condition are far more valuable. Keep your eyes peeled for coins that haven't been circulated or show minimal wear. If you believe your quarter might be special, consider getting it graded by a reputable coin grading service like pcgs or NGC. These professionals can authenticate and appraise the coin's true value. So, there you have it. The 1999 P Mint Mark Washington quarter isn't just a piece of history. It could be a life-changing find. Always check your pocket change, and if you have a 1999 P quarter, give it a closer look. You never know what treasures you might be holding. We're diving into the fascinating history of the 2002 D Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin and why some of these coins could be worth millions. First, let's talk about the history behind the 2002 D quarter. This coin was minted as part of the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and ran through 2008. The 2002 series celebrated 5 states: Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, and Mississippi. Produced by the Denver Mint, the D Mint mark on the coin signifies its origin. Denver is one of the key mints in the United States, producing billions of coins annually. The Washington quarters design has been an American staple since 1932, with George Washington on the obverse and state-specific designs on the reverse starting in 1999. Each state in 2002 had its own unique design on the reverse of the quarter. Tennessee celebrates its musical heritage, while Ohio honors the state's role in aviation history. Louisiana's reflects its cultural diversity. Indiana highlights the Indianapolis 500, and Mississippi showcases the beauty of magnolias. So why could these coins be worth millions of dollars? Well, let's break it down. While most 2002 D Washington quarters in circulated condition are only worth face value or slightly more, exceptionally rare errors or coins in pristine condition graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can fetch jaw-dropping prices. A perfect example of this is when a 2002 D quarter achieves a grade of MS 67 or higher. Coins graded at this level are considered near-perfect, with no visible flaws even under magnification. The rarity of finding such coins, particularly in a circulated series like the 2002 D, is what drives their value sky-high. Now, here's the kicker. If your 2002 D Washington quarter has a rare error like a double die, off-center strike, or missing clad layer, you could be looking at a massive payday. Some of these error coins have been auctioned off for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, depending on their condition and rarity. Common errors to look for in the 2002 D series include double dies on the reverse, off-center strikes, or planchet errors. These defects make the coin a collector's dream because they're incredibly rare and add significant value to an already valuable coin. So, next time you're sorting through your change, keep a close eye out for any 2002 D Mint Mark quarters. You never know if you've got a hidden gem in your pocket that could change your life forever. To maximize your chances of finding a valuable 2002 D Washington quarter, consider getting it professionally graded. High-grade or error quarters can reach those astronomical prices we mentioned earlier, so it's worth getting an expert opinion if you think you've found something special. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2002 D Mint Mark Washington quarter is one to watch. Who knows? Your next find could be worth millions. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future coin discoveries and tips on how to grow your collection. We're diving into a special modern coin that's gaining a lot of attention in the collecting world, the 2001 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar. This coin, minted as part of the iconic 50-state quarter series, has a fascinating history, and certain rare versions are worth millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, millions. Stick around as we uncover its history, design, and how some of these coins have skyrocketed in value. The 2001 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar is part of the 50-state quarters program that ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was one of the most ambitious initiatives by the U.S. Mint, featuring unique designs representing each state in the Union. In 2001, 5 state quarters were issued: New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Kentucky. Each quarter had its own distinctive design on the reverse side. The P Mint mark stands for the Philadelphia Mint, where these coins were produced. Millions of these quarters were struck in Philadelphia. But what sets the 2001 P Mint mark apart from the rest? Well, in coin collecting, it's all about rarity, errors, and condition. While the standard 2001 P Mint mark quarters are common, a few rare varieties can be worth a fortune. The main factors contributing to a coin's value are its condition and rarity. For the 2001 P Mint mark, some error coins have surfaced, and when we talk about error coins, we're talking about things like misstrikes, die cracks, or double strikes that can significantly increase the value of the coin. One example is the double die error, where the design is accidentally struck twice, causing a noticeable doubling effect on the coin's features. Quarters with these kinds of errors, in excellent condition, can fetch astronomical prices at auctions. So, how much can a 2001 P Mint Mark quarter with rare features be worth? Well, a typical 2001 P quarter in circulated condition might only be worth its face value, 25 cents. But rare error coins, or those in pristine condition, graded as MS 67 or higher by professional coin grading services, can be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. In fact, some flawless specimens of 2001 P Mint Mark quarters have sold for as much as millions of dollars in rare cases. The key is finding those perfect, mint condition quarters or ones with unique errors. These are the holy grails that collectors will pay top dollar for. If you're wondering how to get your hands on one of these valuable coins, it's all about searching through your old coin collections, checking bankrolls, or even checking your pocket change. Look for any unusual marks, errors, or pristine coins that could be worth getting graded. Who knows? That seemingly ordinary 2001 P Mint Mark quarter sitting in your change jar could be worth a fortune. Make sure to pay close attention to the condition of the coin. Scratches, wear, and imperfections can lower its value. A perfect, uncirculated coin is what you're after. Now it's time to get hunting. Check your coins, inspect them closely, and who knows? You could find a hidden gem worth millions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome coin collecting tips, and leave a comment if you've ever found a rare coin in your collection. We're talking about a special gem from the Washington Quarter Series, the 1965 No Mint Mark Quarter Dollar. You may be wondering, what makes this coin so special? And why is it worth millions of dollars today? Stick around, because we're about to uncover the fascinating history behind this coin and why it's one of the most sought after in the numismatic world. Let's start by traveling back to 1965, a pivotal year for American coinage. Up until 1964, quarters were made from 90% silver, but that all changed with the Coinage Act of 1965. The U.S. Mint had to transition to a copper-nickel composition because of rising silver prices. So, the 1965 Washington quarter was the very first to be struck with the new clad material, removing silver from everyday pocket change. So, if you have a 1965 quarter, it's not silver. But here's where it gets interesting. There are some rare errors out there that collectors go absolutely wild for. Due to a minting error, a very small number of 1,965 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover 90% silver planchets that were meant for 1964 quarters. This is the key to why some 1965 quarters can be worth a fortune. The regular copper-nickel 1965 quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, but the silver error version weighs more, about 6.25 grams. If you come across a 1965 quarter that feels heavier or looks shinier than the others, it might be one of these rare silver errors. Now, let's talk about value. The rarity of the silver 1965 quarter makes it a collector's dream. In fact, one of these silver errors sold for over $7,000 at auction, and the highest graded versions have sold for up to $10,000. But here's where things get crazy. Imagine finding one in perfect, uncirculated condition. Experts say those could potentially reach millions at auction. So, how can your 1965 quarter be worth millions? It all comes down to condition, rarity, and the thrill of finding a mint error that wasn't supposed to exist. Alright, now let's talk about how you can identify one of these rare 1965 silver quarters. First, you'll want to weigh the coin. Remember, the silver planchet should weigh about 6.25 grams. Second, check for a distinct silver sheen. These silver errors look different from the regular copper-nickel ones. To be absolutely sure, you'll need to have the coin authenticated by a professional grading service like pcgs or NGC. They'll confirm whether you've struck gold, or should I say, struck silver. So, if you have a 1965 no-mint mark quarter lying around, it's definitely worth checking. Who knows? You might just have a rare silver error worth thousands, or even millions. Make sure to weigh it, inspect it closely, and, if you think you've found one, get it authenticated. We have a special treat for you as we explore the 1995 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, a seemingly ordinary coin with an extraordinary history and the potential to be worth millions. Yes, you heard that right.
So, let's dig in.
The 1995 P Mint Mark Washington quarter was part of the regular circulation struck by the Philadelphia Mint. It's important to remember that the U.S. Mint struck billions of Washington quarters over the decades, and 1995 was no exception. These quarters feature George Washington on the obverse and the iconic American eagle on the reverse. The P Mint mark on this coin indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. In 1995 alone, over 1.1 billion quarters were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, so finding one in circulation isn't too rare. But what makes this particular coin potentially worth millions of dollars? Let's find out. Now, here's where things get really interesting. While the 1995 P Washington quarter is common, certain error coins or rare variants from that year can be incredibly valuable. Error coins are coins that were minted with mistakes or flaws, which makes them highly sought after by collectors. Some of the most valuable 1995 P quarters fall into this category. Some errors to watch for include double die obverse coins, where the image of Washington's head or the inscriptions appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Another highly valuable error is the off-center strike, where the design isn't properly aligned on the coin. These kinds of errors can drive up the value of the coin to astronomical levels. Alright, so we know that some error coins can be worth big money, but how much are we talking about? Well, buckle up, because in recent years, rare error 1995 P Washington quarters have fetched huge sums at auctions. Some coins have been valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in extremely rare cases, even millions. One example is a 1995 P Washington quarter that had a dramatic minting error. This coin was sold for a jaw-dropping price of over $20,000. While finding a 1995 P quarter worth millions might be like hitting the lottery, it's not impossible if you have the right kind of error coin. So, how can you find one of these valuable coins? First, don't throw away those spare quarters without taking a close look. The key is to examine each 1995 P quarter you come across for signs of error. Grab a magnifying glass and inspect the details of Washington's profile, the lettering, and the positioning of the design. Any signs of doubling, misalignment, or unusual marks could indicate that you've struck gold. Also, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like pcgs or NGC. They can authenticate and certify your coin, which will make it more valuable in the eyes of collectors and auction houses. Imagine this: you're sitting on a small fortune, hidden in your coin jar or pocket change. So, the next time you come across a 1995 P quarter, take a closer look. Who knows? You might just have a rare error coin worth millions. We're diving deep into a modern coin that has stunned the coin collecting world. Yes, we're talking about the 2017 P Mint Mark quarter dollar and how it could be worth millions. Let's explore the history, what makes it special, and why collectors are going crazy for it. Let's start with a bit of history. The 2017 P quarter dollar was part of the U.S. Mint's America the Beautiful series, celebrating national parks and sites across the U.S. But what makes this coin extra special is that, for the first time ever, the Philadelphia Mint marked their quarters with a P Mint mark. Before 2017, quarters minted in Philadelphia had no mint mark, but in honor of the Mint's 225th anniversary, they decided to add the P to their 2017 coins, making them instantly collectible. This small change created huge excitement among collectors. Now, here's where things get really interesting. While millions of these coins were made, some of them are showing up in pristine, uncirculated condition, and even error varieties, which can send their value skyrocketing. Some rare error coins, such as those with double dies or misstrikes, have been fetching insane prices at auction. In top mint state condition, this coin can already sell for hundreds or thousands. But what's more shocking is that some experts predict certain error varieties or flawless examples could eventually be worth millions as demand continues to rise. So, how do you spot a valuable 2017 P quarter? First, always look for the P Mint mark on the obverse side, next to George Washington's portrait. Then, check the coin's condition. Is it uncirculated? Is there any sign of doubling in the lettering or numbers? If you think you've got a valuable 2017 P quarter, get it graded by a professional service like pcgs or NGC. A high-grade rating, especially MS 67 or higher, will drastically increase its value. Believe it or not, there are already a few high-quality 2017 P quarters that have been listed at auctions for jaw-dropping prices. With the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand, these coins could easily be worth millions in the future. So imagine finding one of these treasures in your pocket change. It's like hitting the jackpot. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, always check your change. That seemingly ordinary 2017 P quarter might just turn out to be a gold mine. We'll dive into the fascinating history of this special coin and why some are fetching such jaw-dropping prices at auctions. Let's jump right in. First, let's talk about the origin of the 1976 quarter dollar. This coin was minted in honor of America's bicentennial, celebrating 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The U.S. Mint wanted to do something special, so they designed a unique reverse for this coin featuring a colonial drummer, with the dual date of 1776 to 1976 on the obverse. This quarter dollar was part of a larger series of commemorative coins that also included the half dollar and Eisenhower dollar. Now, what makes these coins interesting is that they were produced in massive quantities, both in copper-nickel-clad and silver-clad versions. Most of the silver-clad versions were struck at the San Francisco Mint and have the S Mint mark. However, today we're focusing on the 1976 quarter with no mint mark. So what does it mean when a coin has no mint mark? Typically, quarters struck without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. The absence of a mint mark is not unusual for Philadelphia coins, but when it comes to the 1976 quarter, there are some rare varieties and minting errors that make them highly desirable to collectors. While the majority of these no-mint mark quarters are common and might only be worth face value, there are a few rare examples that stand out. These include coins with significant minting errors like double dies, off-centering, or other striking anomalies that increase their value immensely. Now, let's get to the exciting part. Why are some of these quarters worth millions of dollars? The high value usually comes from a combination of two things: rarity and condition. First, any coin with a significant mint error can skyrocket in value because such errors are extremely rare. For example, a 1976 no-mint mark bicentennial quarter with an off-center strike or a rare die variety could command big bucks. Some of these errors were produced in such small quantities that they've become like hidden treasure in the coin collecting world. Display an auction sale for a rare coin fetching a high price. Second, condition plays a huge role. A 1976 quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded by a professional service like pcgs or ngc, can significantly increase its value. Coins graded at the highest levels, such as MS67 or MS68, are especially prized. In some rare cases, a perfect specimen or one with an extraordinary error has sold for 6 or even 7 figures at auction. Wondering if you've got one of these valuable coins lying around? Here's what to look for. First, check if your quarter has no mint mark. That's step 1. Then, inspect the coin carefully for any unusual features, such as doubling on the date or reverse design, off-centering, or even odd metal compositions. These errors might not be visible to the naked eye, so use a magnifying glass or take your coin to an expert for a professional opinion. Also, remember that condition is key. If your coin looks uncirculated or appears in mint condition, consider getting it graded. Professional grading can unlock the true value of your quarter. And who knows, you might have $1 million coin in your hands. So, could a 1976 no-mint mark quarter dollar really be worth millions? Absolutely, but it all comes down to rarity, errors, and condition. Keep an eye out for minting anomalies and make sure to handle any potential treasure with care. We're diving into the fascinating history and potential value of the 2000p mint mark quarter dollar coin. Could you be holding on to one that's worth millions? Stay tuned to find out. Let's start with a bit of background. The 2000p mint mark quarter is part of the United States Mint's 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. Each quarter represents one of the 50 states, and the goal was to encourage coin collecting and honor each state with a unique design. In the year 2000, 5 state quarters were minted: Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, and Virginia. The P mint mark indicates that these quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Now let's talk design. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar face of George Washington, which has been on the quarter since 1932. The reverse side features the unique design of the state it represents. For example, the Massachusetts quarter features a Minuteman, while the Virginia quarter showcases the ships that brought the first English settlers to Jamestown. However, what sets the 2000p mint mark quarter apart from other quarters is not just its state-themed design, but some very specific factors that could make it extremely valuable. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just a quarter. How can it be worth millions? Well, certain rare error coins and high-grade examples of the 2000p mint mark quarter can fetch a fortune. Some quarters were struck with errors that make them extremely rare. Look out for things like off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet errors, where the metal disc the coin is struck on is flawed. Collectors pay top dollar for these one-of-a-kind mistakes. High-grade coins that have been perfectly preserved, with no scratches or wear, are extremely valuable in the coin grading world. If you've got a 2000p quarter in mint state condition, and it's graded MS68 or higher, you're looking at a potential gold mine. An example of one such rare, high-grade 2000p Massachusetts quarter sold for an astonishing price $1,725,000 at auction. Look for any oddities like doubling of the text, off-center designs, or imperfections. Is the coin still shiny, with no signs of wear? The better the condition, the more it's worth. If you think you've got a rare find, Send it off to a professional coin grading service like pcgs or NGC to get an official grade. Who knew that a simple 2000p mint mark quarter could be worth so much? Whether you're hunting for error coins, rare high-grade examples, or just starting out with your collection, it's always a good idea to keep an eye on your pocket change. You never know. You might just strike gold.